welcome to the final day here at the First Central Division Consultation of 2016. I'm Hannah Hicks and I'm here at Town Hall Plaza to speak to a few women leaders from the Central Division. Over the past 2 days, they have discussed issues of infrastructure, including drainage, health, including mental health, gender equality, including empowerment of women and young women, as well as transport, violence against women of all diversities, access to safe, clean drinking water, crime, child protection, education, and employment. With me now is Merewairita Nasiri and Sheleni Lata that will be representing the Nasiri community. Merewairita is from Vatani village in Kamba, which is the province of Thailand, and Sheleni resides in Nasiri town. Ladies, welcome and thank you for joining us this morning. Now, first of all, I'd like to know what changes you'd like to see within the Nasiri community.
Nasiri community is, I think, a bit overpopulated, and there is a lot of sickness going around. And first of all, I wanted to speak on health issues because Nasiri has a health center there, but when we go to the hospital, they don't have enough doctors as well as they don't have enough medicines. So when a sick person goes to hospital, she has to go out 6 o'clock, around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock when she reaches the hospital, and then she has to take the number. Just imagine when she is suffering from like headache or stomachache like this, she has to wait for about half a day. She has to wait for about half a day when the doctor approaches her. So that is very difficult for a woman, and when she comes home, she never has time to have her breakfast. And then they can't afford to go to the restaurant and buy their breakfast, and then they are worried because they have left the housework not attended. So when they go to the doctor's room, and then the doctor never examine them nicely, they don't check up them nicely, they just ask questions and they give medicine, prescriptions, and the medicine is only paracetamol and painkillers.
So basically you're talking about the access to proper health service? Okay, alright, thank you Sheleni. Merewairita, I've heard so much about your issue, and you'll be speaking about the access to safe, clean drinking water, is that right?
Yes.
So in terms of the issue that you're currently facing in your community, in your village, what changes would you like to see being done?
We did our very best with the Turan relaying the message to the President Kina, the DO's office, to the permanent administrator, and which we end up to fulfilling for the national budget 2016, Ministry of Local Government, Housing and Environment, 1.4 million for free water tanks for maritime and drought affected region, including distribution of 2,000 water tanks. Sheetal Article 14, Fiji National Gender Policy for Agriculture, Rural Development and Environment, point 1, 2 and 3.
In terms of the current situation that's happening right now, what have you done apart from going to the relevant authorities in the village? Is there any other person or any other woman that is helping as well with the issue, that is doing anything about the issue?
No.
There's nobody.
There's nobody.
Okay. And what since you've taken it up to the is it the chiefs or is it the head of?
From the village we take it up to the Turan, then the Turan pass it through to the Bosnia, then the Bosnia goes right to the DO's office, then the permanent administrator.
So have you followed up with them? What have they said that they're done with?
Yes, we already followed up from 2015, but there's no change about it.
So Mary, could you tell us a bit more about the current situation that you're facing? Where exactly do you get your water from, since you don't have access to safe, clean drinking water? And how do people go about their daily lives without that necessity? Could you tell us more a bit about it?
Without safe drinking water, we are facing many difficulties in the village, with a population of 171.
there are a lot of unwanted diseases affected in the village because of this water problem. The full survey report of what was Kasi Hospital, that was the second problem we are facing. The third problem, 2,000 liters rainwater per house is not enough for our village, for our community. Because we just depending on the rainwater. We don't have a pipe there, we don't have anything. Because our village is 6 miles away from the mainland, which is Carolina. That's why I'm bringing up the clean, safe drinking water, which is for my issue.
So you had spoken earlier about the issue that was raised about people bathing together in the Pacific pool.
Yes.
Could you tell us about that?
That's the only place we have our bath for the population of 171. We all have our bath in that same green pool in the middle of our village.
It's in the middle of the village.
Yes.
So what about when women have their monthly sickness? What happens then? Do they still bath there?
Yes, we all bath in that same green pool. All of us have to bath in that same green pool. We don't have enough water. We have to save the water for only cooking, drinking. For washing, we can, if there's no water, we have to come to the mainland for washing.
Okay, how long does it take to travel to the mainland?
It took me 6 miles away from Vatani village to the mainland, which is 45 minutes to travel by boat if I'm traveling on the 40 horsepower boat.
That is really something. I mean, seeing that we're from here and we tend to forget how blessed we are with the basic necessities, and just hearing your story, that is really an eye-opener, Merewairita. So in terms of being able to improve the situation and have proper access to safe, clean drinking water, how do you think women should be involved in the solutions?
First of all, me in my village, we need women advisory council in our Bikina. And we need female minister in the parliament, so that if there are more women in the parliament, they understand more than men. For me in the village, water. Men doesn't bother enough about doing the cooking, washing the clothes than women. If the woman there in the parliament, then we are empowered to say anything on the platform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Sheleni, you've mentioned about healthcare and the proper access to healthcare overall. What do you think should be done, inclusive of women, that would be able to solve the problem that you're facing right now, or that Nasiri is facing?
Every community has a health worker, but the health worker are doing their part. They're helping the people in their community, but they are not paid. The government has never paid them any single cent. So if there is a patient in their community and he has a heart attack and he has to come to the hospital, then they approach the health worker. Of course, the health worker should be there. And then the health worker, if she wants to bring the patient to the hospital, then she has to hire a taxi. And though, as you know that, as I have told that she is not paid, and we know that every time at home we don't keep money, spare money. So she finds it very hard to bring that patient to the hospital. So if the government should pay the health workers like their travel allowance, and if the health department could give some medicines, like if there's a big cut to one person, and the health department should give them like Band-Aid and iodine and something like that to do the dressing. First, the health worker should be able to clean the cut. I mean, if the leg is cut, then the health worker should be able to clean it and do the dressing, and then later on she can bring that patient to the hospital. So that is one of the main issues which is now ongoing.
So since you're saying that the health worker doesn't get paid, has anything been done about that? Have you guys gone up to the relevant authorities in terms of the...
We are trying our best. We are lucky that one of our members, she is the president of the health worker in Nasiri. And I'm proud to say that she is doing her part well. She is raising this issue to the relevant ministries, relevant departments, and she is trying her best in requesting the departments to do something for the health workers.
Okay. All right. So in terms of health, and what do you say about the services that they're providing? Is it timely? Are you getting the proper service on time? Is the medical staff tending to you on time?
No. The services is very poor. The services is very poor because, as I have said later on, if a patient goes to the hospital at 7 o'clock in the morning, then she is attended at 12 o'clock like this.
So how long has it been happening?
This is the issue we are raising. This issue has been raised about 10 to 15 years.
And there's still nothing been done about
but
it?
Still nothing has done. And one thing I would like to request the government to have trained staff nurse, because the way they talk, the way they attend to us, it's not good. Because we are the patients here, we are sick, we are not feeling well. But when we go to the hospital, they talk to us rudely. You go and wait there and wait for your chance. And even the washrooms are not clean enough. You know, and they don't have spare beds. If a patient is very sick, she can sit down for long, and she wants to go and rest. There is no empty bed for her to go and rest.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Sheleni. That was Sheleni and Merewairita talking about the issues and how they think that women should be involved in the solutions to these issues.